Why play Volibear Top? Well, he brings a ton of damage. He is a beast at split pushing, he is amazing at diving towers, and he is very strong at skirmishing. However, he does fall off late game, sacrificing a lot of tankiness for damage, and he can struggle very hard into ranged top laners. Volibear's passive is when he damages at least one enemy with an attack or an ability, he generates a stack. For each stack, he gains attack speed, and at 5 stacks, he gains lightning claws. Lightning claw on hit makes his attack deal chain lightning, which deals damage to nearby enemies. Volibear's Q causes him to gain bonus movement speed, which is doubled when moving towards an enemy champion and become ghosted. In addition, it makes his next attack jump on the target and deal additional damage as well as stun them. If Volibear is hard CC during this time, the effect ends and the cooldown is reset. In addition, this ability can be used as an auto attack reset. Volibear's W is a point and click ability which deals damage, applies on hit effects, and marks them as wounded for 8 seconds. If this ability is used against a wounded champion, it deals increased damage and heals Volibear. Volibear's E creates a circle on the floor which after 2 seconds is struck by lightning. If Volibear is within the circle when the lightning strikes, he gains a shield, and enemies within are damaged and slowed. Volibear's ultimate causes him to gain Stormbringer for 12 seconds where he leaps to a targeted area. During this time, he becomes ghosted, gains additional health, he gets additional attack range, he gets additional range on his W, and is increased in size. After Volibear leaps to a nearby area, enemies in the center are damaged and slowed, where enemies slightly further away are just slowed. In addition, if this is used near an enemy turret, it also disables it for a short amount of time. For combos, your basic combo is to use E into W and an auto attack, follow up with a Q before spamming away with additional attacks. And your all-in combo is to use Q to engage followed up with an E, attack into your ultimate before attacking into W and then spamming away with more attacks. For matchups, Volibear does great into melee top laners who can simply push in and outvalue all game, and he can struggle into ranged top laners who will be able to kite him and bully him. For runes, take this, it makes you brilliant in a 1v1, but lethal tempo also works incredibly well. For build orders, start ringing pots into tier 2 boots and a Nash's Tooth. After this, a Rift Maker and Hullbreaker are great pickups before finishing your build with any of these as needed. For skill orders, start E then Q then W before maxing W then Q then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, as the top laner, your main focus is going to be on farming hard and taking good trades. You want to push for your level 2 as fast as possible before taking these trades. Your Q and E combo is a ton of damage, and the shield and stun means your opponent will struggle to trade back. When you hit level 3 and get access to your W, you should now win most extended fights. Between being able to get multiple Ws off in a fight and your passive activating, you simply deal more damage than most enemies. However, short trades are also incredibly valuable, where you simply stun them, get your shield, proc press the attack, and back off. With your passive, you will naturally end up pushing the wave in. This will give you a massive amount of priority over your opponent, and when you hit level 6, your ability to dive them and pressure kills is amazing. Entering the mid game, you want to take your tower as soon as possible and keep split pushing. Not only do you push waves and take towers incredibly fast, but you also 1v1 most champions in the game with ease. This will get your team a massive amount of map pressure, and if the opposing team sends one person to deal with you, you can outduel them, and if they send multiple, you're actually very good in a 1v2, or you can simply back off. Entering late game teamfights, you can either play the frontline role using your ultimate to dive onto their backline, or you also work well as peel for your team. If diving, after the fight has started, ultimate onto their backline, stun and burst out a carry. Otherwise, play the frontline attacking anything you can before using your stun on anything going for your carries and burst them out.